Hey, I think we're live now. I don't know. I couldn't get the other stream. I actually scheduled a live chat, but I don't know how to get to it. Mm, oh, I actually scheduled a live stream, but I don't know how to get to it. I can't find it. I'm always challenged with these things. It seems it lives. So yeah, I scheduled a live stream, but for some reason I can't find it. So I just started a new one. I seem to be challenged by this thing. They keep changing this format around. So I guess I know some of you guys probably watched the premiere, which is something to try a little different or whatever. I know we're always trying different things to engage the audience. So I don't know if you guys like the live stream or the premiere or not. So this is kind of easier for me because if you ask a question, whatever, I can just respond to it and I don't have to type. So it works a little better. So yeah, so it's a little different doing the caves, but the reason we kind of did that is because lots of people are always asking us, say, well, we want you to join you on an adventure, and it very rarely ever works out. Most people, they're all gung ho and they want to go into mines, but if they don't have any experience doing that, usually they don't do that well underground. They think they're tougher than they are, or whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to work out well unless somebody's got a lot of experience, has done quite a bit of that stuff. So it's great if you want to spend a little bit of time underground and have some fun. The cave option or the guided tours is the way to go. Even like smaller kids and stuff go there; they like it, so it's good. So. Hi, greetings from Germany. So, you might know that I'm German. Well, I was born in Canada, but I don't speak much German. But I remember as a kid, we went to Germany lots because my dad worked for the airlines. And actually, I never liked Germany much because there's too many rules. You couldn't go fishing and you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that. And, like Canada, just a lot freer. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Even when I was a little kid, I didn't like Germany because it was, I don't know, just. Yeah, so it was they seem to control everything there. Too many people living there, I guess. And hi from Pennsylvania. Hello, Pennsylvania. Hi there, Explorer. Hey, Time Bandit. Man, that's I don't know if you guys ever watched Deadliest Catch, but that's one of my favorite shows. Hi, Frank. How have you been? We've not had much problems with COVID in Canada. There's very little of it here. So the only thing that's kind of affected us as far as that goes is we can't travel to the United States. The border between the States and Canada is closed. So you guys, Americans can come to Canada if they're transiting through Canada to go to Alaska, but they're not allowed to stop anywhere. So I'm from Oshawa. Hello, Oshawa. I'd love to go exploring mines, but here in Blighty, they're full of poisonous gases. That's the thing about mines. They're different formations are different, right? So. But you should never go into coal mines. Coal mines, they're really prone to poisonous gases, black damp, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, you know what? It's called socialism. But the thing is, I guess, the more people that live in a small area, the more rules they are controlling everyone to keep everyone, I don't know, safe or happy or whatever it is. So, Canada, it's a big country with not many people in it. So, you're kind of spaced out. You're not stepping on each other's toes. I think that's probably the main reason. You find that in Canada too. Even in the cities, you got more rules and more stuff, and we get out in the country where there's not as dense of a population. You can kind of do whatever you want, and it's the same thing with America. You guys are kind of pretty uptight about mines and private property and all that kind of stuff. In here, they don't close any mines off. You can just go wherever you want, do whatever you want. There's no fences or nothing around them, and nobody seems to care where you go. So. Which I kind of enjoy. All right. I found abandoned house a few weeks ago. Well, there you go. You can just move right in. No point paying rent, right? Yeah. So our next kind of thing. So Sharon, she's retiring from her job, and we're going to live together. So we're going to do a lot of traveling and go a lot more mines. So we got some stuff. We've kind of done some stuff with TV, but our next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go north. So we're going to go up, not in Alaska because we can't get in there. It'd be nice if we get into there, but into that area, the northern part of Canada. So we're going to go to Stewart. There's a whole bunch of mines there, and then into the Yukon and different stuff. So we're going to go look for some mines and do a bunch of filming up there. So we'll be gone for maybe a month or so. So the internet's not good up there. So we got a bunch of shows we're going to tape before that, keep you guys happy every week. And yeah, as you know, the show comes out usually it comes out at 6 a.m. Pacific time on Fridays, but today, because we had the premiere, we put it for 7 a.m. because 6 is a little early, so did that way. Hope that didn't screw any of us up. I was expecting it at 6, but Skylar from last stream. Okay. Hi, Skylar. I changed my name. Any statistics on how many explorers die in mines? In BC, there's never been a recorded instance of anyone dying that explored from exploring mines. In the States, they're kind of really dishonest about it because they'll say, well, 30 people died every year exploring abandoned mines, but that's not really true. What they do is most of those people die swimming in quarries or on quads or stuff on the surface. They're not actually underground exploring. So, there has been the odd person that has died in a mine, but very few. For the amount of money that they spend trying to keep everyone safe, it's kind of crazy. They should spend that money saving people's lives in COVID or something. I mean, I don't know, whatever. People die from all kinds of stuff. So it's rare that people... a lot of miners have died, people that worked in mines and stuff from different things over the years, but people exploring mines is quite rare. It does happen, but if you go into coal mines, and that's more of a problem for sure. So somebody said they had a coal mine around there. I don't go in coal mines other than a guided tour that time. So does Canada have any abandoned mines that help the Manhattan Project? So that's to do with the nuclear bomb, I guess. I don't know where they got the uranium from. Great premiere. So yeah, I know something we're trying. I always try different things to make the show interesting and kind of boring if you just walk into the same old mines week after week. So we try to do different stuff. Yeah. As far as I know in BC, people said, oh, there was a couple of miners that died up in the Sullivan mine years ago, but they were on the surface and they weren't exploring a mine. They were in a building on a mine site. So, and they were in the basement of a building and there was some bad gas and they died there, but they weren't. Well, first of all, they're miners. They were exploring a mine and they weren't even underground. So, yeah. That poor guy in the Nutty Putty, well, that was a cave, not a mine, right? So he got stuck, and that's, the guy got stuck in a cave upside down, and you can't live upside down very much. No offense, but those 4 vids are kind of lame. Most of your vids are I don't know, whatever. Those tour vids are kind of lame. Well, let's just say, we're trying to do different things for different people. You can't keep doing the same thing. So some you're going to enjoy more than others. A lot of people are kind of curious about going into caves. So, that's the reason we did that. So we've got 200 other ones you can watch that aren't about caves. So I like those vids better than the tour vids. So we try, that's what we do. Try to do different things to keep, it's the same with a couple weeks ago. We did one on trams and stuff that we didn't go underground well. And, some of on old mining equipment and stuff in the museum. So different things appeal to different people. You can't can't produce something that's going to make everyone happy all the time. So we try to do different things and you just find, you just look and see what appeals to you. Why is Frank glowing? I don't know. Probably because the sun's coming up. Which mine was your favorite to explore? Probably Antioch. Like Antioch's just a huge mine that I really enjoyed. So, like the bigger, older mines is what I enjoy the most. You can't live upside down very much. Yeah, what happens is all the blood goes to your brain and it causes problems, right? Because you're not built to be upside down. Mining history vid was cool. Thanks. I enjoyed all the videos. Thank you. If you don't like cave videos, you're lame. Well, it's okay. No, I mean, I'm not really that much into caves. I mean, to be honest, going in there, it wasn't like, oh, wow, it's a cave. But, I've spent a lot of time underground. So, I'm kind of used to that. So for someone that's never been underground and look at the formations, I would think they would find it pretty interesting. If you got a lot of experience going in a lot of places underground, it's not going to be as fascinating, I guess. So, caves, a different experience than mines. Amazed about the power of water, Frank. Yeah, especially when it comes to floods and stuff like that. Um, Sharing your cave adventures, be it sedate the tour guide. I don't care about caves versus mines. I just prefer to see you going by yourself into places no one's been in for years. That's what appeals to me about your channel, which is mostly what we do, right? The tall timber frame displays were awesome. Not sure what you mean by that, but I'd like to be in a mine or cave right now because it's bloody hot out there in the UK. And it's been hot here too, so we've had it around 100 degrees, 38 or something during the daytime, and we've been exploring some mines up in the Ainsworth areas around the time we just did that cave thing last week. So it's been really nice getting into some of these mines that are really quite cool. I thought you were going to say the one where you found the jeans. Yeah, no, that was down the States at Castle Dome. Nutty Putty is the guy that was, as far as I know, he had to be left there. I'm not sure if that's true. There has been guys that got stuck in caves that they couldn't get out, that they had to leave there. Are there uranium mines in the USA? I imagine there is. There is in Canada. I know Saskatchewan's got a bunch of uranium mines. It's boiling down here in South Norfolk, 38 degrees. Yeah, we've had that stretch of hot weather. It's a little cooler today. Kevin, morning. Regardless, love your content, Frank. Thank you. There are uranium mines in the U.S. The Obama administration approved the sale of uranium ore to the Russians. Well, that's kind of funny. Do you have to check your beard for cave rats after you get out of the cave? Yeah, I don't want them eating anything, right? I think it's about 36 here. Yeah, she's been it was actually a pretty cool spring, lots of water, and then about 2 weeks ago it got pretty warm here in a lot of places in Canada. But it was really cool. Before that, it was raining a lot. So, hello, Heather in Canada. Hi, Heather. Vernon Pick was a uranium miner. That's how he got rich. Franks, how is your museum doing? Found any new exhibits for your adventures lately? Yeah, it's been really busy. We've had more people come visit the museum this year than ever before. So we actually got a huge air compressor, 25 horsepower, 3-phase air compressor. And so we're able to power up a bunch of the air operated stuff. So we got the mucker and the chainsaw and drills and stuff. And yeah, so just more people. It's been kind of a strange year, more people traveling around, lots of more local tourists. So yeah, we've and actually we've done more work online because everyone, they come around here and then they go look online to see what there is to do. So the more people actually visit our Google site, Explore Nevada Mines, and write reviews, and you guys can help us out if you visit the museum, or even if you don't, you can write a review if you see a video of it. That kind of helps us out because then then it comes up in the suggestions to things to do around here. Yeah, so Craig, wondering what was down there. So the Cody Caves, it only went in about half as far, and then these guys found another opening. They opened it up, and then they expanded it to 1.4 kilometers. So there is other passages ways. This guy that Lee, that is the owner of it, like he's a world leading cave expert. He was in. There was a huge cave that they found way up in Wellsgrade Park up in the Alpine. It was under a glacier. The one guy talked about it a little bit. It's a huge hole that just opened up under a glacier. So they chopped these guys in here and they got to look at it. Now they're getting permits to go in it. Nobody else is allowed to go in there. So he was involved with that. And at the very beginning of the video that you saw, he's excavating another big sinkhole that goes down. And, so what happens is you got these limestone formations and they'll go down, they'll wash it out. And then sometimes they'll open up into big rooms. So that's what these guys do. They go follow these little creeks underground and kind of dig them out. And sometimes it leads to huge caves underground. So that's what this guy does. So it's kind of cool. I've been doing it for a long time. What's your most coveted artifact? Seems like you keep some at home for displays as well. Oh, well, the museum's right beside the house. There's a few things on the house, some of the rocks and stuff. But no, most of the stuff's in the museum. I don't know. I guess we got a really cool. Some blasting boxes are really cool. I got 3 of them. I got a number 50, a number 30, and a number 10. The blasting machines, I like them. I just want to say thank you for providing brilliant entertainment through the COVID lockdown. Yeah, thanks. Like during the height of COVID, we had our best month ever. So it's kind of dropped off now. There's not as many people watching the videos, but that's the way it kind of works. It goes in waves. You know, you'll get a huge amount of subscribers, sometimes up to 1,000 a day, and then sometimes actually then it goes up and down. But you don't get too excited if it goes good, and you don't get too depressed if it goes down. It kind of goes steady over the years. Frank, museum sounds bloody great. I'd love to get up to Canada to check it out. You might not get rid of me. I'll just put you to work, then you'll want to go home. I got a bunch of them old motors I got to get running. We get sinkholes in Florida as well. So most of these like caves and sinkholes are caused from limestone. So limestone is shellfish from old oceans. And so if water's acidic, it'll actually eat the limestone out. So you end up with huge voids underground, and then you get sinkholes, right? Lots of times also you get sinkholes from mining also, but if they're natural, they're from limestone. Limestone. All right. Would you team up with Gly Coulis in the US? You're awesome. Well, we did a whole bunch of videos with him last winter. If you look back on his channel or my channel, we did a bunch of videos together. And actually, he was, he barely had any subscribers. He only had like 500 subscribers. We did a bunch of stuff, and now he's got 25,000. So I kind of helped him get a leg up into the business, I guess. But it's okay. He's a pretty cool guy. The Crows are in lockdown. Between you and Gly, I've binge watched all of your channels. It all depends on YouTube suggesting your videos or people or not. It mostly depends on that, and I don't know why that works or how it works. That's exactly how it is. And actually, even like I'm subscribed to Gly's channel, but when he puts out a new video and got my notifications turned on, it never comes up, and I don't know why that is. So it's kind of fickle. I guess if you're a fan of a show, where the channel is on YouTube, and like myself, I upload a video every week at 6 a.m. usually. So you just go there. If you wait for the suggestions, sometimes they come up and sometimes they don't. It's kind of weird. I don't know how that works. So. Sorry, I'm not chatting much. Actually, none of you are. You're just typing, right? I'm the one doing all the chatting. What is up? My favorite lunatic. Nothing's up. It's early. Greetings from Finland. Love your channel, Frank. Thanks, Paul. Cody, seriously, you're nuts. Seriously, you're nuts. Absolutely love your videos. Yeah, thanks. I don't think you have to be too crazy to go into there, but there was a bunch of girls that we found in there that were squeezing through some pretty tight spots and got all muddy, and they all had smiles on their face. So, but it's not for everyone, right? But it's it's not really that dangerous to go into that cave anyhow. So with a guide, anyways. Frank, love your stuff. Left for Dead. Nothing is unfixable. An old welder and get it done. Yeah. All of my subscriptions fail to notify me anymore. And it's got, I think, probably to do with your browser too, because I know with my Gmail, it's got 3 different folders. One writes your main one, and one's, I don't know, says social or something like that. So your social media stuff goes in there, and then there's one called promotions. So it probably depends on your browsers too. I don't know if it's all their fault. But are you retired? I guess I kind of am. I mean, I was a rancher, and I sold my ranch and quit doing that, moved here. But then I started doing this YouTube thing. So this is a full-time job for me. That's about all I do is I go around exploring abandoned mines, look after this channel, do all the editing, all that kind of stuff. And then, we're doing stuff with TV and all that kind of thing. And then my museum and stuff. So, I don't know, I'm supposed to be retired, but I don't sit around sit on my porch and rock very much. All right. You're still alive. Indeed. Either way, you have 10-pound brass balls or titanium. Have you ever ventured into Alaska, Kennecott Mines? As far as I know, there's nothing to see at the Kennecott Mine. It's a national park, and it's all sealed off. Well, there is some mine buildings you can see, but no, I've never been to Alaska, and the border's closed. So I'd like to go up there. Yeah, I will someday. Sweet, Mighty Girls in a Mine. Yeah, they weren't doing any wrestling though. Brass Balls doing what you're doing. Much respect. Thank you. Dump the YouTube app and reload it. It fixed mine. So Joe don't even know what you're talking about. So I'm not really that computer savvy, believe it or not. I know a few things, but not much as far as computers go. Girls are crazy, right? So are you. Hey Frank, just wondering if you've heard of the Warsaw Caves. So I guess that's being Poland. I've heard of Warsaw, not Warsaw Caves. You were the best. Thanks, Robert. I think that you document these mines by video while the mines are still explorable. Yeah, and we're seeing that more and more since I've been doing this for 5 years. We've been into some of these old mines that we first went into, and they're completely collapsed, and you can't get in there. And the sites we got to, there was some great artifacts, and I figured, well, I should have got that for my museum. I go back and they're all gone. The mining companies cleaned them up or sold them for scrap or whatever. So, really, when you go into a mine and you see something that's good, you you got to kind of document it or maybe take it and restore it. I had one of my older shows. I went in. There was an old Hist and Miss engine in one of the older mines, and someone was watching it, and he went in there and he took it out and. He's taken the thing completely apart, rebuilt it, and got it running. I think, well, good for him. That thing was just old and rusting there. Probably got it collapsed there. I'm glad that somebody got it. And I know that, there's a whole bunch of people that think, well, you should never take anything out of a mine. You should leave it there. But first of all, most of the stuff we've seen in mines is just completely rotten and rusted, and it's good for nothing. So, if it deteriorates very fast in mines. So if you can take it and put it in a museum or something, why not? I mean, I think the people that bitch about it they're just jealous that they didn't get it for themselves or whatever, But we bought lots of stuff on eBay, and it's in the museum and stuff. And it's stuff that people took out of mines, and I'm glad they did, because there it is for people to see, right? And then I don't mind paying them, some money for their, for their labor to get it out or whatever. It's not really a problem. So, all right, so. I think Frank has been to every mine in the USA. Absolutely not. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of mines in the States. Nobody will ever get to a small percentage of them even, and like I say, and they're caving in, being closed up, but there's lots. Thoughts on the Pebble Mine project? Never heard of it. He's talking about YouTube note. Yeah, okay. YouTube notifications not working. How's the family? Well said. Preservation for the future. Yeah, I agree. It's better to museum. Just think of all that cool stuff in the old West, when you saw, you seen the boardwalks, and the old buildings, those old pianos, and all that kind of stuff. You go back there, there's nothing left on the surface in most of them places at all, except a couple shacks. So, if some people would save some of that kind of stuff, and it's even in a museum or whatever, it's all good rather than just seeing it destroyed. I remember you didn't want to visit a coal mine if you changed your mind. And the recent explorer. Well, so the one thing, I don't know if I have it here. I got to show you guys this. So the one thing with coal mines is you got problems with methane and stuff. But I got this new gas detector now. So my other one ran out. This is actually pretty cool. I'll show you guys how it works.
Intelligent voice gas detector starting. Please wait.
It's pretty cool. It's got like 4 gases. It's not that expensive. It was, I don't know, less than a couple $100 Canadian. So what's that, about $50 American? No. 2/3 of that American. But so it monitors 4 gases, and it seems quite accurate. It's got a big screen on it. So maybe something better to have in coal mines. But you just blow. See, what I did is it had actually this was open, but I figured it was going to get full of mud and crap. So you put this little cover on it.
Oxygen gas, low concentration.
Yeah, see, I just blew into it. Tells you exactly what it's at 17%, right? Tells you exactly what it is. And then it'll shut up and it goes back down. There you go. I think the 19.5 or something is is the threshold for it. And you can adjust these too, right? Okay, it should go off here in a sec. Oh, there we go. And then it just shuts off. Seems to work pretty good. So anyhow. All right. What's your backup plan if your rope breaks? Well, I don't know. Why would your rope break? Those ropes are good for about 8,000 pounds, and only putting 200-300 pounds on it. So, yeah. All right. I'll see if it sounds like a Japanese accent on that detector. Well, it's a Chinese detector, and it's Chinese, not Japanese. So, what happens if you fart on the gas meter? Yeah, I know that's a good question. Maybe we should try it sometime. Not on camera. Probably maybe the H2 gas, So, yeah, those other ones we bought, they're disposable. They're good for every 2 years, but they're only good for oxygen. And the thing goes off, and you can't set the parameters of it, and you can't tell exactly what the percentage oxygen is. This one, you just look at it and you see what the percentage is, and plus this one's rechargeable. So I thought I'd give this one a try. I don't know. I've had a really hard time getting those BW ones. You just can't get them in Canada for a reasonable price, and they're tough to get. So this one's cheaper, and it's a 4-gas monitor, and I think it's maybe going to be better. So we'll see. Have you experienced anything you can't explain paranormal? Yeah, I used to have a monster that lived in my closet when I was like 4 years old, but since I grew up, I haven't seen it. No, that's not even true. Even when I was 4, I wasn't crazy. What's your most valuable find that you have in your museum? Well, I found a 50-pound box full of gold ore. It says save on it. I think it has gold in it. It might be the most valuable thing I found. I don't know. So the thing is, you can find a big box full of gold ore and you can't do nothing with it because there's no place you could take it to get the gold out of it. So, but it may be. I don't know. How many mines have you explored, Frank? I'm editing my 218th show, and on some of them, and I've been in lots of small mines I wouldn't even bother videotaping. That actually people make shows out of, but if you just go and it's like 50 or 100 feet, it's just a straight go in there. I wouldn't waste you guys' time showing it to you. So you go to a lot of those to find good mines. So how many mines have I explored? Well, I'd have no way of knowing. Many hundreds. So, I've documented 217. So, your guess is as good as mine. All right, nice shirt. Yeah, you can buy one too if you want to. I've got a whole closet full of them. It's my whole wardrobe. Have you heard about gold mining due to start in Ireland? A bit of a gold rush expected over there. Some Canadian company. So, with the COVID thing, the price of gold has gone up quite a bit. It's up, I think, around $2,000 an ounce, which is highest it's ever been. So, it's been around $1,600, $1,700 an ounce for quite a while. So it's not, like a huge jump, but, it's enough to get people excited about gold stock. I'm here in Jalisco, Mexico. Any caves to recommend checking out? Well, I don't go into caves. There's lots of mines in Jalisco. If you look back at my older videos, I went into a whole bunch of them. Hi from the UK, great channel. One of the other mine explorers on YouTube found a revolver in a mine. If you found something similar, signs of criminal activity. Well, that particular channel, they put all kinds of fake stuff in mines and fake ghosts and stuff. So I wouldn't believe anything you see on that channel. Cody, you can't believe everything you see on TV, right? Cody's Lab has ore refinery videos. Well, you could do a sample if you're doing a sample, like you can set a little bit of gold off for a sample and just tell you how many ounces per ton it has, but you can't. It's not easy to. There's back in the old days there was little custom mills everywhere. You could take a little bit of gold. Or some ore and get it processed. But 120 years ago, there was maybe 100 operating mines around here. There's none now. So, all these little mills and stuff, they're all gone. So, and the big, so we have a huge smelter and trail. They specialize in zinc, and they used to take they would take dump truck loads of ore, but they don't anymore. They don't do any custom milling at all anymore. So there's really no place in Canada that I know of where you could actually take any ore to get processed. So, like all these little junior mining companies, they're looking for gold and silver and all that, and they don't even know what they would do if they found it. They'd have to set up their own mill, which would be pretty expensive. Tailings pond, flotation cells, and all that. So, I don't know. Have you totally covered Antioch? Is there still parts you haven't been to? Oh yeah, there's more places in Antioch I haven't been to. I don't know if we're going to get back there. It's very tough to get there. What is the Ferret State? You guys got to look at this stuff before you hit send. You got balls of steel, dude. Thanks. Assay it. So good ideas. You're smart. Hello from the UK. Respect to the beard. Well, you're not doing nothing to grow it. Just don't shave. That's all. All right. Well, so I hope you guys are having a good morning and you enjoyed the premiere. So so this is just something we would try during the premiere and doing a live chat afterwards. So I don't know. We'll let you guys kind of get on with your day and. We'll see you next week. So next week we got what do we got next week? We got this really cool mine in Ainsworth, and we had to take the kayaks and go in. It's about 1.5 miles, great big long tunnel. We had to kayak about half the way into there. Me and Sharon kayaked into this huge mine. So we'll show you that, and we'll see you next week. And thanks everyone for joining me, and have a great day.